go out for dinner dressed like you're still in your living room. You wear those big, hippity, hoppity clown shoes, and you speak to women terribly. You treat them despicably. You hurt harmless dogs that can't even defend themselves. I'm tired of you, man. I'm tired of you. You embarrass me.
Be so kind, would you mind introducing yourselves for the podcast? I guess starting on my left.
I'm Niz, I'm the vocalist.
I'm Gwen, guitars.
I'm Anis, bassist.
I'm Mas, the guitarist.
And the band that you guys play for is?
We're called Tormentress.
Hi, Tuti. Our drummer's not here.
Yeah, our drummer's not here.
So, Tormentress have been on the podcast before, not as an interview, but Gwen was on podcast maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago when we came down to Kale with Reyerta, and about maybe 4 or 5 years ago you were nice enough to contribute a song to one of the compilations. But this is the first time we're actually meeting in person, and this is the first time I've actually seen you guys play live. Let's talk about this show. The show was originally supposed to be a anarchist show, but due to unforeseen circumstances, some of the members of that band couldn't get in, and so I actually thought you guys were headlining, because if you look at the flyers that they put out today, your name was at the very top.
Oh yeah, seems like it.
But some of you guys are leaving early, right? So
Not some, it's just her. It's just Gwen.
I'm so sorry.
that's cool. Let's start with the band history. When did you guys form?
We formed roughly in 2006. Yeah. Well, originally, the founders of the band members were myself, Niz, and the first guitarist, Mas. So we had a lot of like change in band members due to like, women has other commitments and stuff, right? So we had change of drummer especially, and then we added second guitarist, and then we changed our bassist for the third time. And finally we got this fixed band members for the longest time ever, which is like about how many years together? We have been like 7 years together at least, yeah. Is it? Oh, I think more. Yeah, roughly, yeah.
Was it always an all-female band?
Oh yes, it has always been an all-female thrash metal band. Even after the changeover of bandmates and all, we still try to look for female band members. Just to keep the so-called, the whole idea of having a full female thrash metal band in Singapore. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, why was that important to you?
Actually, it has always been just a dream of mine to form an all-female band. Probably because there's not many of us. So when I get to like meet people of the same interests, like women who are talented, I would like to be part of their lives or something like that. So I don't know, it's just a dream of mine, but I don't know about others. Yeah.
There were a couple of female, not all female, but female-led thrash metal bands in the 80s, like Holy Moses and Sacrilege. Were they influential at all?
Were they what?
Were they influential on you at all?
Oh, actually not really, because even though my target is to have like a all-female band members, but it's not as if we want to portray ourselves as really female. We just want to play as good as the guys. We don't want to dress up so feminine and, like the most female-fronted ladies usually wear something more, I don't know, sexier. How do you put it? I'm not like trying to discriminate or what, but yeah, we just want to be like part of a male-dominated industry.
And female fronted is not a genre.
Yeah.
We want to be treated equally in the scene. So.
Sure. I do want to talk about the name a little bit because obviously it's a play on Tormentor, which is a song title that comes up. I think Slayer have a song called Tormentor, Creator have a song called Tormentor. I think Destruction might have one too. A lot of the classic thrash bands have songs called Tormentor, and a lot of them were actually called Tormentor originally. I think Creator was originally Tormentor. Was that something that you guys thought about?
Actually, the band name came up. Probably we did influence. The name was influenced from Tormentor itself because it's extremely old school and it's like it sounds so brutal, So instead of sticking to Tormentor, since there's like so many bands who call themselves Tormentor, so we just changed it to a female version, Tormentress. Is it? Yeah, I think that's the reason behind it. It's like it's just something that we came up with like overnight. It wasn't like a very difficult thing to form the band's name. Yeah.
Was it something you guys thought about? Because that's usually the thing that when bands form, the last thing that gets decided on is actually the band.
Deciding the band's name. We didn't have any problem with that actually because at that point of time, the rest of the band members were quite chill. They were like, oh, okay, anything goes. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, okay,
It suits our music as well. So, yeah.
Listen to walk, to the open
So how soon after you guys had formed did you record your first EP?
First EP was in
2008, right?
Yeah, 2008. Break the Barrier.
It's like it consists of only 4 songs, if I'm not wrong. Hey, sorry, 3 songs. Damn.
We're all
Really?
Yeah.
We released only a few copies of it, so.
So that was the demo. Then followed by the EP Thrashing Disorder. That was in 2010, I think. Yeah. So demo was 3 tracks and EP was 4 tracks. Yeah.
Was it all self-released?
No, actually it was under. The first one was by Total Destruction Records. It's a local Singapore label. Yeah. Then the EP was by Necromancer Records. Yeah.
Pretty early on, you guys had your style set, right? You wanted to like an old school thrash band. Is that correct?
Yes.
Why thrash?
Because we all happen to like.
It's just a common interest. Because actually, like for example, my choice of music at that point of time was more to death metal and like a D-beat. And then I think for Mas herself was like heavy metal, I guess. Yeah. So actually, all of us, our first choice of genre was something very different from everyone else. So we finally had a mutual agreement to play thrash metal because it's like it's fast and yet it's how do I say it? I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun to play. Yeah. It's not so complicated and brutal like death metal, and it's not like so all these like heavy metal. You know, heavy metal is very like how do I say, like older people listen to it, because at that point of time we were very young. We're like at least about 17, 18 years old, you know. So that's
You were 17, 18 when you started? Or when you
the youngest band member was 17, which was our drummer. She was only 17 at that point of time.
So I guess around 2014 is when you released Operation Torment, right?
2014. Wow, 4 years ago. Man. Okay.
Tell me, was it a full album?
Yes, it's a full
considered a
album.
full length,
Released by Fabian from France. Inferno Records. Yeah. So he actually has been messaging us like way before we released the album. So in case you're interested, you can just let him know anytime. So we decided to go with him to release it.
Did you write the song specifically for the album, or did you already have songs written?
We have a couple of songs written already, so I decided to write more songs for the album.
And throughout between the demo, the EP, and the album, did you keep your style consistent?
Yeah, probably. But I guess
lyrical wise we evolved. If like lyrical wise we evolved from very feminist lyrical theme to something more mythical and political. Since, how do I say, it's getting very controversy that we are trying to keep ourselves so feminist when we know that at the end of the day, if we, for example, today's gig, we couldn't get our drummer to join us for this gig, so we had to find a sessionist, which is a man. And if we're still playing feminist songs, then it's like, what the hell is he doing there? You know, it's very contradicting. So eventually, for the full length, most of the songs are more to political and mythical.
So the drummer playing tonight isn't your regular drummer?
No. This is our first time. We. Sessioning for this gig. He's just a friend's friend.
So when you say there's controversy around your lyrics, from who?
Actually, surprisingly, when I heard some rumors going on in the Singapore underground scene, and the female were the one who were bad mouthing about us. I don't know what's wrong with
I would like to act surprised, but
it's like they're just damning other women who like play in a band or something like that. So I don't know what is their problem. So at the end of the day, there's no point supporting other female when they are actually against us. So at the end of the day, we just find it it's a stupid thing. Might as well we just take away that lyrical theme.
But
we don't want
actually,
to.
not every female in the scene is like that.
Yeah.
It's people that we know personally. So, but of course, there are other supportive female metalheads in the scene.
Yeah, especially female metalheads
Yeah.
that is in KL, in Malaysia, and then
mostly overseas.
overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very supportive of us.
So this is the first time I'm seeing you in KL, but I'm assuming you've played Malaysia before.
Yeah, this is our third time in KL, and then we played once in Johor Bahru and Penang.
Kuching and
We also had Kuching and Sabah. We forgot all about that. They are Malaysia
Sabah and Sarawak.
Yeah, Sabah and Sarawak.
Malaysia Day's tomorrow, so we have to remember Sabah and Sarawak.
Yeah.
They're part of Malaysia.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys get to play outside of Singapore a lot?
We had a few invitations from the Philippines, from Japan, but because we have our own full-time work commitment especially, so most of the time we are unable to make it for that gigs. But the only time that we managed to play was in Bangkok. It was, oh my god, amazing. I love it so much.
Was it Bangkok Death Fest?
In what gig was it called?
Sing Chainsaws.
I don't know, something like that.
So it was organized by Sing Chainsaws Production.
You guys were supposed to play Australia, right?
Yeah, coming November 3rd. Yeah. Sydney.
It'll be our first time there, so we are pretty
It's like
excited.
even further, like out of Southeast Asia. Yeah, excitedness. But I think the stage is like, I mean, the venue itself will be probably too big that we have never like stepped on a stage that big and then share stage with those big bands. It's actually very like nerve wracking. Like, are we even good enough? Like, are we even there? Are you sure we're gonna play this gig?
We still try and give our 100% for this.
110%.
110, yes.
And we got so nervous for previous gig for Creator. So yeah, with Vader and Creator, we got really nervous. That's a lot of really, yeah.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I understand how nervous you were.
Yeah, we're used to DIY venues.
Yeah, I don't really like big stage and high stage settings and all. I hate it. I have such stage fright. I just don't like to look eye to eye with the crowd. It makes me feel so nervous. It's like they're killing me. Like, give us something good.
You need to do what Diphaedra does and play with the sunglasses on.
I don't because I like to headbang, so obviously the sunglasses will be like flying off like the very first second of the song. So most of the time I just use my hair to like so-called cover my face, my eye contact with the crowd. So after I get so-called a little bit warmed up on the stage, then I'll just make more eye contact with the crowd and like just show some form of respect at least, because they are supporting me and I don't give them interaction or contact. It's definitely it's not a good showmanship lah.
Tell me more about the Sydney gig. Who else is playing?
Sydney gig. Do you have the banner?
I know, The Secret is a good band. They played in Singapore in 2012 and they're really good.
Yes, I don't remember.
I know they're very good.
The more that I know who's playing, I'll get like, I'll get all worked up and so pressured.
I'm sure you guys will be fine. Finishing up, what else do you have coming up? Do you have any more recordings? Are you working on a new album?
In the meantime, we are not making any materials yet because I will be MIAing for a moment since I'm expecting my second kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And I don't know about the guitarist. She will usually compose most of the songs, and then the rest will just follow up and then initiate their own inputs and all. So that's how it works. We need a lot of together time to build in the chemistry for our next album or something like that. But nothing is happening at the
It's sometimes quite difficult to even play shows and try to find time to rehearse. So we have to look at the situation before we decide whether we'll come out with another album. But hopefully sometime in the future.
Gwen, do you want to say anything before you run off to see Frampton?
What?
Do you want to say anything before you run off to see Frampton?
Hi, Frampton. Hi, Zayanos.
Wait for me. It's already 8:30.
Can we talk about what you're eating?
What am I?
Can we talk about what you're eating?
Oh, this one is called mi soto. It's called
Becoming a
barang
yes.
baik in Malay. Barang baik in English. It's good stuff. It's damn good stuff. It's not just good stuff. It's damn fucking good stuff. And it's extremely oily actually.
It looks very colorful.
Very what?
Colorful.
Oh, colorful lah. It's just the yellowish. It's just the oil.
A little bit of yellow, a little bit of green.
Different shades of yellow.
This is actually a breakfast dish if you eat it in Singapore or Malaysia, but sometimes they have it like throughout the day. It's like a all-day breakfast dish. It's very nice to eat.
Very Malay.
Have you tried it? Like mi soto?
I don't think so. I'll put it on my bucket list.
I think this dish originates from Indonesia. I think so. I don't know my origins, man. I just eat whatever that's good. Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
To interview us.
Yeah, it's an honor actually. And thank you for coming down all the way.
I live 15 minutes away. It's okay.